Nation's chief and his counterparts have ended high-level regional talks in Grenada. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us. The issues of crime and security, climate change, and correspondent banking topped the agenda of discussions among Caribbean leaders attending the CARICOM summit in St. George's, Grenada. And as they ended those crucial discussions today, Altovise Munnings tells us they all agreed to put the necessary measures in place to protect the region from any threat.
Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Hubert Minnis and his cabinet ministers got an early start on the second day of the 38th annual CARICOM Heads of Government meeting in Grenada. However, they left the room to meet with senior United States government officials, including Ambassador Thomas Shannon, the U.S. Undersecretary of State for Political Affairs, Acting U.S. Assistant Secretary for the Bureau of Western Hemisphere Affairs, Francisco Palmieri, and the Chief of Staff at the Bureau of Western Hemisphere Affairs, Stephanie Bowers. The group met to discuss matters of mutual interest. Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Darren Henfield, described the meeting as successful.
Issues such as climate change, the U.S. position on it, de-risking, graduation, which affects our economy, and the amount of resources that we can get from the international community by way of assistance. Particularly of particular concern to the Bahamas was the OBAT operation that we have, which is a significant operation to mitigate drug smuggling, and there's also the issue of weapons and arms smuggling, which is wreaking some havoc in our country. This was raised by the Bahamas in the meeting, indicating that we're not manufacturers, nor are we major importers, but we suffer from a lot of violence due to the illegal importation of weapons and gun smuggling. And these are some of the things that we looked at. We also spoke about recommencing our talk on delimitation of our boundaries, which is extant, and we look forward to getting into that in very short order.
Topping day 2 of the CARICOM agenda was the continuation of talks on the CARICOM Human Resource Development 2030 strategy and the Port of Spain declaration on stopping the epidemic of non-communicable diseases. The Foreign Affairs Minister was optimistic about Thursday's session.
Most of the issues as we see them, Eastern Caribbean centric. The issue of Venezuela is still one that is very important to the community. The Prime Minister yesterday addressed the issues of tourism, which is very important to the Bahamas and the entire region, and so we hope to come out of this session today with an agreed position on Venezuela, even if in the fringes, and hopefully conclude a productive time here in Grenada.
During the lunch break, Prime Minister Minnis presented the Prime Minister of Grenada, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, with a Bahamian Junkanoo painting and a series of Bahamian coins as a token of appreciation for his generous hospitality.
And this again is to show our appreciation, and you've done such a wonderful job here at chairing our CARICOM conference.
Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you again. Thank you. That encourages me to come back to the Bahamas quickly.
The 38th annual CARICOM Heads of Government meeting ended here in Grenada Thursday evening with a press conference outlining all of the decisions made by the heads of government over the past 2 days. Reporting from Grenada, I'm Altovise Munnings, ZNS Network News.